You are sitting in a dark theater, and without warning, the hairs on your arms stand up. Or perhaps you're reading a poem on a train, and a single tear suddenly escapes down your cheek. We often wonder how static words on a page, or actors on a stage, possess the power to trigger these involuntary biological responses. This experience isn't an accident. It is the result of a meticulously organized psychological framework that was decoded millennia ago. This is Indian Poetics, or Kavya Tattva. It began with Acharya Bharata Muni's Natya Shastra, an ancient text that serves as a blueprint for emotional influence. These early scholars mapped the human mind and isolated 6 distinct pillars used to build an emotional experience from the ground up. The system begins with rasa theory. Bharata Muni defined rasa as the soul of a literary work, the essential internal experience. This diagram shows the goal: to generate an otherworldly joy, or alaukika ananda. The theory organizes human feelings into 9 distinct categories, the navarasa. But an internal soul requires an external body to be perceived. This is Alankara theory, established by Bamaha and Dandi. Alankara acts as linguistic jewelry. It utilizes Shabdalankara, the sonic play of words, and Arthalankara, the use of deep metaphors, to give the raw emotion a visible, beautiful form. A work with brilliant words but no emotion is an empty shell. Yet without these structured ornaments, the raw emotion has no vehicle to reach the audience. The third pillar is Riti theory, or the specific atmospheric arrangement of words. Acharya Vamana argued that different styles, such as Vaidarbhi or Gaudi, dictate the pacing and texture of language to ensure it matches the specific emotion being conveyed. This iceberg represents Dhwani theory, considered the most sophisticated element. The tip is Vachyartha, the literal meaning, but the real weight lies below. Dhwani is the suggestive power of the unsaid, forcing readers to subconsciously fill gaps, making the impact personal. The strength of the writing isn't just found in the ink on the page, but in the specific, invisible shadows those words cast inside the reader's mind. Next is Vakrokti theory, introduced by Acharya Kunkaka. Vakrokti is the art of the indirect. It replaces plain, direct statements with striking and artful delivery, ensuring the audience is constantly surprised by how a thought is expressed. However, using all these tools at once creates a risk. If a writer saturates a work with too much emotion, too many metaphors, and constant twists, the meaning is lost in the noise. To prevent this, Kshemendra introduced Auchicha theory. It functions like an equalizer, managing the proportion and appropriateness of every other element. Literary success depends on this discipline of proportion, knowing exactly which tool to use and when to stop using it. When these 6 principles are aligned, a piece of literature gains a structure that allows it to remain resonant for centuries. We see this in the Odia Riti Yuga period, particularly in the works of Kavi Samrat Upendra Banja. These texts are celebrated for their intricate complexity and precision. These epics have endured because they are built on these exact principles, using specific rhythmic styles, dense ornamentation, and suggestive meanings to maintain their impact over generations. The physical reactions we feel today, the goosebumps and the sudden quiet in a theater, are the intended results of these ancient frameworks. So the next time you are moved by a story, remember that you aren't just feeling a random emotion. You are experiencing a profound and deliberate engineering of the human mind.